It's KD the one, and I'm here with another TyBuggy video. I'm here with my cousin T.
Yo.
We're gonna sit here and see sex is not a gift. This Valentine's Day was a disaster. You know, I constantly preach being a married man, so I had a pretty decent Valentine's Day. Me and my wife, we knew exactly what each other wanted, and we just started chilling with each other that whole day. Had a good vibe. Uh, I ain't even gonna lie. I want to see what this is
Valentine's
like.
Day is over.
Start calling
Clap it
me
up, y'all.
lacking.
Clap it up. We made it.
Let's get into it.
Clap it up. Clap it up. I want y'all to comment below. What did you get for Valentine's Day? And what did you give for Valentine's Day? You know what I mean? Ladies, we are definitely looking for y'all answers. Because apparently the ladies is out here.
I ain't even gonna lie. Main reason why I'm interested in this, my wife, she gave me a basket. Now, this is the first time I got a basket for Valentine's Day. I ain't even gonna lie. She gave me some like teddy bears, candy, all that shit, a blanket, stuff that I fuck with. Like all stuff that I like. And I loved every single second of it. When it came to her, I still had her gift. It's a surprise, so I know that she most likely gonna watch this video, but it's exactly something that she's gonna want. Let's say that. But really, let me know, what did y'all get this Valentine's Day? How was y'all Valentine's Day?
Giving up the same thing they give up every Saturday. You know, every Saturday, the same thing is what they provided. You know, brother done brought a bouquet. See, this is the thing about flowers. Flowers, it has become such a buzzword, right? You know, I love flowers. I just love flowers. It's something about just getting some flowers. It's just so beautiful. Flowers ain't just flowers nowadays, all right? We need to call it something else. Life-changing petals out here. Flowers are extremely expensive. Just to die. Y'all not hearing me. Just to die. I told y'all in my last video.
I ain't even gonna lie, OG is cooking. Flowers are one of the things that I try not to get during Valentine's Day, mostly because of the price. Unless I get like a full plant, I don't really get flowers. To be fair, like I know my wife, she loves plants, but if it came to, I'd rather get her some real greenery that she could work on, that she could take care of. Cause like some flowers are gonna die in like a couple of weeks. We could probably keep them in the freezer or something, but that's just taking up space.
Well, you keep like the greenery flower, well, not flowers, but like little plants in the freezers. Like I didn't know you do that.
Nah. Like my mom, she used to do that back in the day. Every time she used to get roses, she used to put them in the freezer to like keep them for a little bit longer.
So, yeah.
They'll still die. They'll still be welting, but they'll at least stay in the shape that they were. But I ain't even gonna lie, OG is cooking. Like, I feel like there's a lot more to Valentine's Day than just getting chocolates, just getting flowers, just giving your body. You could do so much more for Valentine's Day. You could go out and hell, you could stay in. Y'all could do exactly what y'all want. Give each other gifts. Do like the inside shit. That's more my style. And I know that's somewhat my wife's style. 50
Let's
50,
get
I say.
into this, man. Sex is not a gift, yet here we are.
A man wants to ask a woman to be his girlfriend or his Valentine or whatever it may be, and he does it by decorating a bed. And
Make
then
sure
you
that
post
subscribe
it.
button.
You post it as a before and after.
So this ain't good enough. Look at all this. This is romantic.
Okay, but I'm grown as like this is childish.
Decorated beds have quickly become the go-to romantic gesture. The trail of rose petals on the floor, the heart balloons all over the room, those hand towels shaped into swans, and on the surface, above the sheets, it's
So this is about men and women. Crazy world that we live in, especially.
I'm gonna let OG cook with his advertisement. I'm gonna do a little bit of mine. I have the same thing, free money. Check it out in the link in the description. check out my music. I'm also put that in the link in the description. KD the One. I'm always have some cute new music, something different.
Put the link in.
Gotta skip that.
Nothing wrong with a little cheap gift.
Charming and thoughtful. Look at that man go, putting in effort for his woman. Until you step back and see the entire gesture is built around what happens under those sheets. That's when things start feeling a little off. So, in honor of Valentine's Day and honestly the monumental factor into the decorated bed epidemic, we need to
But
go
these are
back and
hotels.
look at what the holiday used to mean, which was something a lot more naturally
I ain't gonna lie. You right. Like, the decorated bed, I wouldn't even think that's a bad gesture. But that being the whole gift, like a running bath, decorated clean bed, that I'm not gonna say expected, but like if it's on some shit like you trying to while doing like some kind shit before you give the gift, that would be some smooth shit to do. Some warm up before you get the gift, that would be some smooth stuff. Like the one that was on the left earlier, the one that had all the gifts on the bed, I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like that was a smooth gesture. Having everything, the chocolates, the gifts, the roses, like all that is smooth. Especially if you had a good day, like going out all day, doing all that. I wouldn't say that's a bad gift. Now, if the man expecting cheeks, but I'm not gonna say like again, expectations shouldn't be like the main thing. You shouldn't expect them to do above and beyond, like doing more than you see everybody else doing. Like at least he's trying, at least he's doing something. But just expecting cheeks at the end is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna hold you.
romantic.
It appears the modern customs related to Valentine's
nothing
Day
but
go back to
cheeks.
Britain in the Middle Ages, when people viewed February 14th, which is halfway through the second month of the year, as the day that birds started finding their mates for the upcoming spring.
That natural connection around this time of year between the bird.
You mean to tell me niggas spending $100-$200 on some damn flowers because some birds done got together? That's
This is what I was telling you before. I ain't even gonna lie. A lot of like holidays and shit are made off of like some shit, some BS that was made in like the past that we just now fixate, that we glorify a lot of money, time, and effort into that don't really mean shit. I find that shit crazy as hell. Like Valentine's Day is just around two birds and their mating period. And now it's about love. It's about spending as much money as you can, going as freaky as you can with your girl, like doing all that wild shit. It's just a day. It's just a day at the end of the day. It had nothing to, like, no real meaning.
I see what you're saying. So let me get this right. What you're telling me is that they made Valentine's Day a day because of two birds mating on that day.
Yeah, that's what they're saying right now.
Crazy.
that's where that's where this damn day comes from. Cause birds is swiping right on the 14th.
That's a dumb as hell. Made me think of Groundhog Day though.
You don't see me spending $160 on fucking Groundhog Day.
Jesus, go on and just, go on and just come back, Go on and just come back. Cause we lost down here. We so lost we following the birds. And I ain't talking about, the birds and the bees. We just following the birds. Just the birds. And then we make it into the birds and the bees. But listen, Jesus, it's time. It's time. We out here following the birds, y'all. I never knew, and this is why I love Janae Danielle's videos so much. She does a history lesson on what she talks about. She's not somebody that just comes out and just speaks from her mind, and makes videos purely off of opinions. I do appreciate the research and the history aspect of her videos. I do want to say that. But I had no idea this came from the birds. On the 14th, the birds are swiping
And
right.
finding your partner is what shaped how people viewed love back then.
In the late 14th century, English poet Geoffrey Chaucer published Parliament of Fowls, a poem declaring Valentine's Day as the time where birds choose their mates. The poem seemingly sparked a tradition for lovers to send romantic letters to each other during bird mating season. These messages, called Valentines, grew in popularity and were mass-produced by the late 1700s.
But today, love and romance looks a little bit different, and the gestures we associate with it has made a lot of people lose the plot. In today's video, we're comparing yesterday's romance to what I like to call the mattress makeover craze we're seeing today. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. No, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy. I know you don't just give this away for free, but you look at
So the act of giving gifts to our romantic partners on Valentine's Day is connected to historical rituals of courtship gift giving. So although my video today is about European historical customs, gift giving in courtship and marriage.
So Valentine's Day was a simple tradition that we had in the late 1700s, okay? Where people used to give gifts to each other during the bird mating season. That makes sense, but like old girl said, love changed so much. I feel like there's another video I low-key wanna post, but I was so like I want to find the right words for the video, but it's about like it's a church video. Really, something I feel like they need to speak more into church is love, because love is so random these days. Like, people cheat, people sit here, have polygamy, people don't know what's right. They be worried about black, white, who's rich, who's poor, gay, straight, but y'all not worried about everybody else in y'all community. Like, I don't know. Especially in this Valentine's Day shit. Like, what happened to the people who said, we're done with these government-made holidays? We're going to sit here and, like, take a stand. What happened to all that? Now y'all sitting here mad because your mans want some fucking shit for holiday? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this shit kind of wild. Because people are going the cheap route, y'all are upset. But a couple of months ago, y'all were down to stand against every government holiday.
Rituals as well as love tokens are universal and have taken place in many cultures around the world throughout history.
So while courting, people were a lot more modest back then when it came to anything involving the bedroom. The focus went into wooing before anything intimate came into play.
Dating in the Victorian era meant navigating a maze of modesty and prudence. Making love didn't mean the same thing to the Victorians as it does to us. This isn't the 80s euphemism for having sex. Victorians would understand it to refer to a chaste courtship or process of wooing.
We could look at it like this, okay? Everybody knows the phrase, the birds and the bees, right? Well, the birds represented that first step, choosing your partner. And the bees, well, the bees represented the productivity that came after that. Put the pieces together as you will. But notice with...
Is that the story of the birds and the bees? The birds get to know each other, and the bees is fucking. Is that the story of the birds and the bees? The birds symbolizing swiping right, and then the bees symbolize boom booming.
I ain't even gonna lie, you learn something new every day. Like I said, like, this is all past traditions. Stuff that we should have known for years that's been forgotten, yet we still following these old ass footsteps. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not going to tell you not to do what you want to do, not to have fun on the day that you want to have fun on. But, like, again, to all these people who sat here and said some shit or felt some type of way or not even known really about this holiday and fully, like, feel like they need above in the fucking full world, Like, to have this video open your eyes, that's all I want. Like, something to see this video. Like, you don't have to listen it through me. You could check TyBuggy yourself, check in the description, but I want y'all to be able to see this video and have your own perspective. That's the only thing that I want through my videos, to be able to grow your own mind through this shit.
And multiplying. I never knew that story. My dad never sat me down. My mama ain't never. In fact, my mama said, Ty, I didn't even know you was doing that. This was by my second child. She was like, Ty, I didn't even know you was doing it until you had your daughter. I said, what do you mean, Mom? I was like, I did a whole semester in college. What do you mean? She's like, yeah, and then you left with a baby.
I didn't know you was
I said,
doing
well, there
that
you
until
have
you
it.
had your daughter.
This was the birds and bees conversation for me and my parents, you know. Never had the convo. Did y'all ever have the conversation with your parents? Like real life. Did your parents sit you down? I really want to know
I'm
this.
gonna save
all
that
jokes
for
aside.
another video. I'm not gonna hold you. We gonna
All
save
these
that for
allegations
another
going
video.
around. I don't
Strict. People had chaperones, compliments had to be very restrictive, and even holding hands could ruin your reputation.
The role of chaperone was often taken by a female relative, typically a mother, but a friend or governess could also be acceptable. Compliments were strictly off limits, and no kind of physical contact could pass between a couple either, with actions such as holding hands being unthinkably forward.
People had to guard their boundaries the same way people guard their personal information, because once something got out, you could not take it back. Which is why I'm glad this video is sponsored by Aura. Aura protects your privacy by identifying which
Now that was
sketchy
smooth.
Skip that bit.
address, my saying how well will give you and bank services that can do
I
that and
got
can be
it.
hard. Data brokers are betting on it being so hard that you do nothing about it. So let Aura do the slash off those data either. This mindset of being intentional and cautious is exactly what shaped romance in the past. Romantic gestures had to be thoughtful and have the right intentions. And you'll notice something very important we need to point out. Women were given the choice to decide the outcome of said romantic intention.
I know it's a little late to
That's the way. A date proposal should be specific, not one of those you busy Saturday things. That's a part of date etiquette, and a girl likes it. A girl likes a fair chance to decide.
I ain't even gonna lie. That's something I feel like they should pay attention more. Date etiquette. What to and not to do while dating. What to expect while dating. I feel like that's a good thing to teach. Especially when you have young impressionable men, young impressionable women who don't know shit about each other, just going out in the dating world being fast as hell.
Whether she wants the date or not.
When a boy courted a girl, when he wanted to take that next step, his role was just to ask, that's all. And her role was to choose what came next. There wasn't a gesture that boxed her into a certain response. Keep that in mind for later. There wasn't this automatic assumption that a sweet moment had to lead somewhere else. But as the dating culture evolved, so did all the romance and intimacy that was included in it. Dating, let's just say, got confusing, unpredictable, and what a lot of people would call toxic.
Dating isn't even fun anymore because so many men are concerned with what they are going to get in exchange for a plate of food. They can't even hold a decent conversation with you because they're more focused on if there's going to be dessert after dessert. And that's why you see so many men suggesting these low quality, low effort, disrespectful, slap in the face dates. Oh, if I spend $100 on food, if I spend $200 on food, you owe me.
The dating market is so trash right now, bro. Fellas, I'm sure you could agree with me. All of these suck. Like, all of them, you feel me? And even if you got a she suck too, she just don't suck as bad as the other.
Let's be real.
Yeah, y'all niggas gotta heal. But what I do want to say is, as far as what the young lady was saying, yeah, fellas, I don't want y'all out here spending money on a girl thinking that means that she owes you. Nobody owes you anything. All right. Now, expecting reciprocity in a different fashion, none wrong with that. Now, I mean, there's nothing wrong with expecting somebody to, if you show initiative to put a foot in.
All right, let me cut OG off because I feel like I know where he's going. Yeah, I feel like for us young OGs, let me say that because I don't know if the older people, younger people, like, I don't know which ones are really fucking up right now. But when it comes to us men in general, I feel like, yeah, we shouldn't be going out doing these things expecting stuff in return. By stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. But in that, I feel like it's at that point. Let's say if I took a lady out to eat, it's her job to let me know that she's interested for another time. It's her job to let me know that she really interested in me, that she fucking with my vibe, that we got a chance of doing this again. Because if there's no chance of doing this again, why am I trying in the first place? That should be the main thing. I feel like I shouldn't expect her to give me sex after our first date. Shouldn't expect her to fucking go crazy, do all this, say that she love me, dog. But she gotta at least let me know if she's into me or not. If she's not, that's cool. We could go our separate ways. But if she is, then that's cool. We could do this again. I don't mind going to another date where we do something more, or if we get to know each other in different ways, that would be better.
To this relationship or into this, as much as a man is giving, for women to get to the point where they're like, how dare a man expect any
lips to say as you should?
I'm sorry, I'm
or
rushing
that's
through
the bare
this.
minimum.
It's an hour-long video. I'm trying.
I'm leaving.
I feel
There's
like I'm
always two
glitching the whole way.
sides, but the constant back and forth of what's bare minimum.
Because I always say, don't nobody got to do nothing for you. You a grown ass adult. What do you mean that's the bare minimum? Like, that is the most ungrateful thing ever. Like, the fact that that's
The
even
bare
a
minimum is a
saying just
wild
says
ass
a
word.
lot about this generation. Like, I seen somebody say, can we
Shit, my
can
bad
we
for the
just
buffer.
be honest? And it's always that one girl sitting in her car. Can we just be honest that buying flowers and giving massages and paying bills is really the bare minimum? The bare minimum. The bare minimum. Why do you feel so entitled that somebody has to do these things? Those are romantic gestures. But y'all sit here and watch other people on social media lie to you and say this is what they're getting. Like, I just watched a video of the Love Island girl. I think it was Iris. Behind her, I guess whoever she was on a date with, behind her, it was a big bouquet of flowers that had to be literally hauled on a flatbed truck. Like one of the big trucks that you gotta merge over because they get in the way on the interstate, one of the big trucks. I looked in the comment section. They added the company. The company is in the comments. So me, as a content creator, I'm seeing it. I'm like, oh, this was a sponsorship. Now, I mean, this was a kind of an ad. It looked organic, but it was an ad. Okay. But now to the girl that has a boyfriend, she's watching it and she's like, oh my God, all he got me was 12 flowers. Oh, such the bare minimum. Like, I just want what Iris has. You don't even know what the hell is going on. You don't even know if she really got that. That
Reason why I said the bare minimum is crazy is because the bare minimum is something that's completely subjective, technically. The bare minimum for you might be different from the bare minimum for me. And that's okay. It's just when it comes to expectations, those are things that you should be vocal with, especially if you have a partner, relationship, or even friendships. You should be vocal with what you think the bare minimum is for that relationship, because you don't want no one to sit here and constantly think that they need to rely on you if that's not what you mean. Because to sit here and be on some shit like flowers is the bare minimum, doing all that's the bare minimum. You want that nigga to do that every day. That's what it sounds like. But again, that might not be what you mean, but that's how you're portraying it.
That's what we say, conversation with a nation. You gotta have a conversation with your spouse to get a better understanding of what both of you guys like. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know what I'm saying, like
100%.
sweet things or some shit.
Could have been for free for her. But, you know, I digress. Yeah, the bare minimum jargon to me is just disgusting. It is a disgusting trend.
What's enough? What does effort or romance even look like anymore? That's completely reshaped what the standard even looks like. And before anyone realized, people were lowering their standards just to make dating possible in this modern world.
I feel like when it comes to dating, I've been very chill and calm when it comes to my old set of standards that I held for myself. I have high standards, and I do. But I feel like with dating, I've kind of realized to calm down a little bit in certain areas where I've been so high and mighty and tight with certain things that you need to have.
I hate to say this, but I think that women have to lower their standards. The amount of chronically single girlfriends that I know, either approaching their 30s or already in their 30s, that are wanting to settle down and have a family, but can't, is an epidemic at this point.
So, what were the results of this, you ask?
Well, the reason why is because there's a shortage of men that y'all actually like. There's not a shortage of men, but there's a shortage of men that y'all actually are into.
I'm actually happy he said that before I did, because I was trying to piece up the best way of saying that. But 100%, to be fair, I wouldn't want to say y'all should lower y'all standards, but I feel like for y'all physical and mental standards, y'all guys switch them up. What you relying physically, emotionally, are stuff that you gonna need in a good partner. Those aren't the shit that y'all looking for. Y'all looking for someone that the most handsome, the most richest. There's a lot of great men out there. I just feel like a lot of people aren't really looking for them. And same thing, vice versa. I feel like there's a lot of great females out here. It's just a lot of niggas sometimes oversee them. It happens. It's life.
You got to look up the statistics of the kind of men you're looking for. It's very low, but there's a lot of women, and a lot of women like the same kind of men. You know what I mean? That's why it's seeming like there's a lot of single women, out here that can't find nobody. Because y'all are kind of dating in the same pool. Now, I get it. You like what you like, but I want you to question everything and why you're getting the results you're getting as well.
People started relying on the big, dramatic gestures that looked romantic on the surface, yes, but they didn't really have as much romantic depth.
Face down, up.
This what I mean. Compared to everybody else who was putting roses and shit on their bed, who said I loved you, who said marry me, queen, all that shit. Face down, ass up on the bed. Look at Ty cheesing. That's what I mean. What are you looking for in a man? Are y'all looking for just looks, just action, just feeling for that moment? Or are y'all gonna actually look for emotion? Are y'all gonna look for depth? Because face down, ass up, I don't know if that's depth. But looking at her, she look like she cheesing. I don't know if she complaining.
He filmed the bed saying face down, ass up. You recording it, and it's on my birthday, and you posting it, and it's no gift.
No, That's different. That's different. Okay. First thing, have a nigga that respects you. Have a nigga that respects you. To sit here and post a video of you on your birthday on Valentine's Day. I don't know if it was Valentine's Day, but on your birthday at least, saying face down, ass up, is some crazy work. That shows he has no respect for you at all. But over that is your birthday. I hope y'all at least went out. I hope y'all did something. If it's Valentine's Day and your birthday, hope he did try to put a little bit more effort into it to make it a little bit special for you at least that day. He don't have to. I don't know if he had to do it every year, if that's how y'all relationship is, but I hope he did at least that day. To sit here and want face down, ass up type energy, like, damn. And to post that shit too is some wild ass work. Just no respect is crazy.
Gifts or nothing. Like, the bar is in hell.
I can't lie. Being a gift, a birthday gift, is crazy.
Wow.
That's
this is
crazy.
the complete opposite from where
I do not support that. I don't support that any more than I support you being a gift. You telling me the same piece of I had last night is my present today? On my day? Oh, wow.
This is also around the era of the vacations and spend the night adventures and flued out festivities.
If you let that nigga fly you out, yes, you do also have to let him. Oh my God, who said that? No, like for real, who said that? I said that.
Yeah, those festivities, the extravagant videos and the luxury.
Yeah, hear me out. Boogie, single boogie would not fly a girl out or fly to another country or anything like that. I would never do anything like that.
Boogie, we talking.
If I didn't know certain things weren't already understood.
Yeah, 100%. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, to all these grown ass men who has jobs, great mindsets, doing whatever, I can't tell you how to live your life. But me personally, as a married man, if I was single, I would not fly no random bitch out just for some play. That is wild work. That is some shit that, again, shows how much respect you have for the person that you trying to get with.
Find another sucker.
Look of it all pushed this idea even further, that a decorated hotel bed for Valentine's Day, anniversaries, even your birthday, was the epitome of romance.
Keep them closed.
Am I walking straight?
2, 1, open them.
Again, a lot of this takes time, effort, but like, again, if that's your type of humor, if that's the type of person you with, if that's like the way that y'all be doing shit, like, that's fine. But again, it shows the type of respect, the type of mindset you have for the person. If like you that type of nigga that be on some shit, let's fuck. Damn. That's some wild shit to be posting, and then just having her face on some shit. Like the first post just got me dead. Like, face down, ass up is like some crazy ass work. I'm not gonna hold you.
Nice.
But not just the epitome of romance, but the epitome of effort. And if a woman seen this as low effort and ill-intended, then she was ungrateful.
Happy anniversary, baby.
I think that's very ungrateful.
Happy anniversary.
This cool.
This cool?
Yeah.
What the hell you mean it's cool?
All right, I ain't even gonna lie. This video ended up being way, way, way longer than I expected it to be. But I'm gonna let this be the last one. Now, to say it's ungrateful, this nigga put time, effort, put the balloons and shit up. He probably didn't do as crazy as everybody else did, but he still did it. This is what I mean. Like, sometimes it just takes effort. Sometimes you just doing shit, and if a person don't fuck with it, that should have been like a communication. If you would have had that type of expectation of a nigga doing above and beyond, you should have had that communication with that nigga prior, before this holiday even happened. He should have knew what type of person you was. You shouldn't have been trying to hide that. But really, cutting all that. If y'all want to see more videos like this, please, please like, comment, subscribe. If you like T being an amazing, amazing wingman, backup man, please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see music, if you want to see the rest of this video, check in the link in my description. Same thing for the free money app. And I'll see y'all boys next time. No part 2 for this. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all just gonna have to watch the rest of this before I get frustrated at this. But I'll see y'all boys next time. Peace.